date is the 25th of August. I woke up to an email from Facebook to say that someone had tried to hack my account. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Bianca here. Today we are going to talk about what you should do if you get your Facebook Business Manager hacked. Now, before I get into it, if you're new to the channel, we put out a lot of content about social media marketing, how to present your offer, how to reach out to clients, all of that good stuff. So please, if you enjoy the content, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you turn on that post notification bell, and make sure you leave a like and a comment. We always love to hear from you guys, and I try and get back to every single person who does comment. So let's jump into it. What did we learn when we got our ad account hacked? It was definitely a learning curve, and it's definitely something that there isn't a whole lot of content to go on, so you had to kind of figure it out yourself. The first thing I would like to preface this video with is that I do have two-factor authentication associated with my account. I've got the app, and then obviously all of the other security bits that go along with that, so a good password and stuff. This was all in place and we still managed to get hacked. So this isn't a way of stopping you getting hacked, but this is a good way of helping you get control of your account back. So going back to a bit of backstory, I woke up, as I always do, about 6:30 in the morning, and I woke up to an email saying that someone had been added to my business manager. Now, I know for a fact it wasn't any of our team. It actually happened at about 4:30 in the morning. So we were about 2 hours behind of what had happened, but that's not a time zone that we would have been working on. So I know for a fact it wasn't one of the team. So the first thing I did was sit down, grab my laptop, and obviously open up my business manager. While I was waiting for that to load, I checked my other emails as well, because I have 2 email addresses linked to my account, and it said that someone may have had access to my account, which is nuts. So obviously, you know, panic ensued. You never really know. Obviously, we've got clients attached to the business manager. We didn't want anyone to suffer any kind of fraud because of a breach of security, which wasn't on our end, I would like to say. Like I said, we had everything that we were advised to have, but nonetheless it happened, and I didn't want that kind of fraud to go through any of our client accounts. So the first thing I did when I went through there was actually remove any payment details on my personal account, on my business manager, so none, no ads or anything could have been run from our accounts. And then obviously the first thing that is obviously advised when you unlock your account is to change your password. Now obviously this is a given, but the importance of a good password is so important. Now I use randomly generated passwords because they're just safer. It's very hard to crack those. You know, if you've got a combination of numbers, letters and symbols, it's going to be extremely hard for someone to crack that. Again, this is totally up to you. You can use whatever password you want, but there are people out there that will be able to find your password details or crack your password details if it's something like password 123. So make sure that you create a password that is super strong and super authentic to you, and only used on your Facebook account, because that will limit the chances of someone finding out and obviously writing it down or hacking it or anything like that. So the second thing that we did was to make sure that we changed our email address. So what I personally did is I created a brand new email address and linked that to my Facebook page, and actually removed both email addresses that were linked previously to my ad account. Now, it may not necessarily be it might not be necessary for you to do that, but it just takes away another level of access for the hacker, because if you haven't got that email address that is actually linked to your Facebook page, then they can't use it to access your account. Obviously it's not ideal to have to try and change emails every time this happens, but again, like I said, it's just another level of security that you can use to sort of throw the hackers off. When I first found out and I went to my Hotmail to see what I could do about my email address, someone getting into my Facebook account, I actually checked the site activity and the sign-in activity, and from what I could see, I was actually, they've been trying to hack my account for well over a month. It may have been more, but it only showed me up to a certain date. So the thing that was really annoying for me is that I was never notified of that by Hotmail. They never notified me that there was suspicious activity on my account. So always make a point of going in and checking your sign-in activity to make sure you're not actively being hacked, or at least attempting it. The next thing you should do is obviously go through all of the people on your business manager who has access to your business manager and see what level of access they have. What happened with me was they removed me as an admin from my own business manager and added me as an employee, and then added themselves as an admin. So I had to go through and check on my business info to see who was actually admin on my business Facebook page, so obviously my eclectic media page, and remove them, and then obviously remove them on my personal account as well. For some strange reason, they were able to hide their profile from my view. So you know, a business manager, when you go to the side and it says people, drop down, it actually only showed me and no one else. But if I clicked on the notification I got inside Business Manager that said so-and-so had added themselves to your Business Manager account, it actually brought up their profile. Now, I don't know if this is because I only had employee access. They've obviously limited my view of what I could see, but I wouldn't have seen them otherwise. So luckily, I searched through the entire account to find any discrepancies and removed everyone that wasn't supposed to be there. You should, just for good housekeeping, go through and check everyone that you have in your business manager and the level of access that they have on a regular basis, just to make sure that you can get ahead of anything like this should it happen again. Now, lastly, the last thing that you have to do is reach out to Facebook. There is a live messenger chat that you can get them on. I'm pretty sure most people can get it. You might be really unlucky if you can't, but I'm sure it's facebook.com/business/help, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll be able to see a section where it says help and chat and stuff. And you can actually select which business manager or ad account that you're having the issue with and speak to someone live over Messenger to help you obviously resolve this. You have to raise a case. They'll give you a case ID, but it usually, well, for me personally, it took them about 6 days to get back to me, and they advise 48 hours, but sometimes it takes longer. This is Facebook, we're just used to that. But if it had overran the 7 days, I may have been in trouble, because the admin switch that they'd done said that no additional changes could be made in the first 7 days. So I was lucky enough that they managed to do it in 6 days, so I obviously got admin access back and they removed everyone else. But you have to, like I said, you have to reach out. They're going to be able to limit access to any of your client accounts in terms of ad spend. They'll stop your personal account from being able to be advertised from, and then they will obviously work on the back end to resolve it. In my case, I managed to get admin rights back, so everything is back as it is. But it is also a really good idea to set up a separate business manager just in case, so that you don't get interruption of service with your clients if anything like this happens again. I'm pretty sure you're allowed 2 business managers with multiple ad accounts under that, so it's always good to set that up just in case. And like I said, make sure you do that due diligence and check each and every account to make sure that you've obviously got the right people in there and they've got the right access. So that is the end of today's video, guys. I hope you found it valuable. If you are struggling with growing your agency or have any questions about something like this, there is a free Facebook group that you will find down in the description. I'm active in there. I post a lot of content in there, and I give away a lot of free resources in there as well. So it's a good community to come and have a chat, and like I said, get your questions answered. So like I said, make sure you turn on that post notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and leave a like and a comment, and I will get back to you, each and every one of you. So I will see you in the next one. Peace.